Welcome guys to a brand new video on solo leveling Arise. So we have ourselves a brand new absolutely broken weapon for Song Jinwoo, which I have leveled up to level 60, but I will be leveling it up further. I just wanted to get it to level 60 so that I can test out the damage against the previous fire weapon as well as Moon Shadow and then versus Skadi as well. And I've got to say, this weapon out DPS's all of them, literally all of them. It out DPS's a 2-star Moon Shadow. To be honest, Moon Shadow isn't there for DPS, it's to buff up your overall damage in general. With Skadi, it's a weapon that actually prioritizes or tries to become a main DPS weapon for the water team. But yeah, Phoenix Soul absolutely destroys that, and it absolutely destroys the Vulcan Rage as well. So in my opinion, this might be an absolutely cracked weapon right now. So I'm gonna try and get multiple dupes for this, because the first dupe obviously always increases the overall DPS of a weapon, followed by the third dupe, and then followed by the fifth dupe. So this, in my opinion, is one of the most important weapon moving forward. And I was actually a little bit disappointed with Skadi as well. I did test this weapon out. Yeah, the DPS wasn't too good, so maybe I do need that first dupe for Skadi before that weapon actually becomes very useful. But for now, this weapon is pretty much going to be sitting in my box, not being used until I can get dupes. Besides that, I'm just going to keep sticking to the regular weapons that I of course have dupes for, and it's much easier to get dupes for as well. But Phoenix Soul, with 0 dupes, this weapon hits like an absolute truck. So I'm going to be showing you guys some gameplay as I talk whilst I read over the weapon skill as well. So this is a weapon that focuses on core attacks as well. The rapid DPS is crazy. Now you do need to hold this skill. You need to, oh my days, it's level 1. Guys, it was level 1 and it was straight deep out DPS in a lot of these weapons. Yo, crazy. I'm gonna have to level this up because it's crazy, absolutely amazing. So taking a look at all of this stuff, the damage is absolutely crazy, of course. Going back to the skills or the details, so when Phoenix Rapid Fire is used, it inflicts the Fire Soul effect every 3rd, 6th and 9th arrow. When the 3rd attack of the basic attack hits, it inflicts the Firebird Soul effect. So the Firebird Soul effect is basically the user's core attack that changes to Flame Shot and increases the Flame Shot damage by 70%. Oh my days, crazy. Per Firebird Soul instance, stacking up to 3 times. When the user uses Flame Shot, consumes all Firebird Soul instance, and the duration for this is infinite. So what I usually do is just, of course, normal attack often, and then finally when I do have the skill available, is I pretty much just hold the skill and you see that beautiful animation. So let's go ahead and take the animations here before we actually showcase all the testing done. So I believe that's what happens if you do not, actually no, that's what happens when you hold it. Actually, I just saw it, but this is the regular attacks over here, as you can see. So it's time for me to actually start leveling this up straight away to level 4 at least. I will need to level this up even further though, because yeah, this weapon is crazy and the game has flipping crashed on me. Okay, so it looks like the game crashed on me at the perfect time. So let's go ahead and just talk about my testing with this weapon. So the weapon was at level 60, just similar to every single weapon that I've tested as well. I did not bother testing it with my 5-star weapons or 3-star weapons, but I might do need to test that out just in case it does out DPS my 5-star weapons, which I really doubt. But with no dupes, it is pretty good, like absolutely smoking hot. Like there was insane amount of damage. So to test out the weapon, what I did was to take it to Battlefield of Trial, the player section, taking it to floor 25 against the bear, and I would use different weapons. My main goal was to use the weapon, of course, use the skill, do not summon any support units or any shadows, and the shadow I was using was Igris, which focused on crit rate. Now this weapon actually wants core attack as well, so I need to test this weapon out with Tusk as well. The Tusk gives out an insane buff to the core attack as well, so that's going to be very helpful in terms of testing out the overall DPS of this weapon. And pretty much my testing was to see how much damage I can dish out within 1 minute, and you guys will be able to see the gameplay right now. I'm pretty sure I was able to bring down the boss's HP all the way to 11, so times 11, so 11 lines of HP. You know how it works, guys. I don't like explaining it all over again, but I'm pretty sure I was able to bring down the boss's HP down to like 14, 13, 11 with the Phoenix Soul. Then the next one I wanted to test was against Skadi. So I actually did get Skadi, but I never actually tested it out. Like, I've never used the weapon. So that's what I did. And yeah, disappointing. Got all the way to 30. Actually, maybe not disappointing. Maybe it's just because Phoenix Soul is just that broken that it skewed my sense of what a good damage is for a 0 weapon. So Skadi was able to bring down the boss's HP below 30, so times 30. So as you can see, there is a significant damage increase with using Phoenix Soul. So that is a massive W. Next one I did was I used Shadow, Moon Shadow, which as you can see does have 2 dupes inside as well. Now, Moon Shadow is not a weapon for DPS. It's to buff up your overall DPS that you do, because it does do I've forgotten what the ability does. Oh my days, I've forgotten. But it's pretty much like a buffing capability. You pretty much use Moon Shadow and the Plume or Plum Sword. It's Plum, yeah, the Plum Sword as well. So that's how you meant to play that weapon. But of course we wanted to test out the overall DPS increase to our team. And overall, for a weapon that doesn't actually focus on DPS, it was actually pretty good as well. I believe it was better than Skadi, of course. And I also tested Vulcan Rage, and honestly, shit weapon. Absolutely horrible weapon. Do not even use Vulcan Rage. Like, it's not great, especially when I'm comparing it to the brand new Phoenix Soul. Like, 3 dupes into Vulcan Rage and I barely did enough damage. It's crazy. Like, Skadi, I believe, did better damage than Vulcan Rage, if not close to as much damage as Vulcan Rage, which was very disappointed for Vulcan Rage. And honestly, so yeah, the weapon that you guys should be including in your wish list or your custom draw is pretty much the Plume Sword and this Phoenix Soul weapon. You don't even have to put the Plume Sword, because you can get this weapon anywhere else. So the main important one, honestly, is the Phoenix Soul right now. That damage is crazy. This is going to be my go-to weapon now. I just need to get more dupes, so that's my main goal, to go ahead and summon to get dupes. I really hope we can get better ways to get those new weapons, because only whales literally have a shot of pulling this weapon, and also getting enough dupes to test this weapon out as well. So hopefully that's all going to be improved. But yeah, this weapon is a must-have weapon. Absolutely cracked, absolutely disgusting weapon. Make sure you hold this skill and you'll be able to do a lot of good damage as well. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, stay tuned for more content on solo leveling. Alright, support the channel by pressing the link down in the comment section and support us that way as well. Massive shout out to everyone. It's been your boy AC Gamer. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'm out.
Every little thing you do, it gets me thinking. By another shot, you got me drinking. Girl, you shut me down and there's no witness. Got me in my feels, she would never listen. All the alcohol is in my liver. I guess I lost and you're the winner. Missing your touch, you were a good kisser. I was born a saint, but now I'm a sinner. Falling for you, for you, for you. 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 All the times with you, they just fly by. All the memories pop up on my timeline. Change your colors on me like you're tie-dye. Got me falling for you, I ain't talking skydive. See you in another dimension. Can't sleep on my night's rest. Baby girl, you were my best friend, best friend. Every little thing you do, it gets me thinking. By another shot, you got me drinking. Could you shut me down and there's no witness. Got me in my feels, she would never listen. All the alcohol is in my liver. I guess I lost and you're the winner. Missing your touch, you were a good kisser. I was born to sing, but now I'm a sinner. Falling for you.